Hmm. Hmm. That ain't no pressure. It ain't me. It ain't be. Stutter. Hello. Give people. Let me share the live. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Mhm. Hello. All right. All right. All right. Hello, Lolas. How are you guys doing tonight? I am here and I am going to take my earplugs out. I always like to hear music when I first get started because it kind of zones me out. Yeah. Hello, people. Couple things tonight on the agenda. Didn't know. Let me turn this. Which way we supposed to be? I think it's like, what is we doing? Here we go. What is we doing? What is we doing? As you guys can see, you know what I meant to do, but I didn't. So, all right. So let me do my roll call shout out really quick. I'm only gonna do this in the first beginning, and then I'm just gonna jump into the topics tonight. Thank you everybody that has joined. Make sure you share the live stream in your groups and in the forum so that we can have a lot of people come in. I need to get more consistent with this with my live streams, but y'all know how my brain goes these days. So I first want to say hello to Lachelle Cooper, Hotland Holden, Roberta Dillon, Maine Such a Love, Designers Original, Atlasia, and Forever Reborn's World, and Reborn Twin Mom. So, yes, shout out to all of you guys. I always say, hey, when you see people joining the live and they're commenting and interacting and all that stuff, it's always fun to kind of go subscribe to each other channels. If you guys have content out there, um, never afraid of that. You know, we watch NBC, ABC, WSWAPP, and we can watch multiple channels. It doesn't have to be just one. Spread the love. This community definitely is in need of more love. All period, poo. So let's see where we want to start. First thing first is, hey, silly darling. Boop, 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 boop. That's my girl. Um, listen, that's my hangout girl. Like when I'm at the club, I'm at the doll show. The doll show is the club for me. When I'm at the doll shows, listen, if Silly Dolly is there, if you want to find me, find her. I'm like her little tag along. I'm her groupie. Her and her mom, definitely. And Melissa Reeves, she down with the crew too. We be and everybody else to be in the lobby for sure. But I've been going to doll shows for a while now, and so I think there's Tanya Clement. Some of the people that I first met when I first started going to doll shows. And sometimes when you new to a doll show, you feel like a little uncomfortable because it's like, man, I don't know nobody here and stuff like that. And yep, I'm gonna try to make it to the Yofi show for sure this year. I don't know the dates or nothing. That's the craziest thing. I need to remember. I know it's in November sometime, but I need to put it on my calendar. I need to decide if I'm gonna stay in a hotel or if I'm just gonna drive down and come right back. But when you're first new to a doll show, you know, especially if you're traveling alone, and most of the time I usually travel alone, but I don't think I'm gonna be alone the next time. Maybe not even at the Yofi show. But I tend to, you know, sometimes like, oh my gosh, like what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna be walking around looking like a loner. But you find people, hey, cool, Springs Cradle, you find people that you really vibe with, and it makes it a little bit more comfortable. And then you meet new people. And this year, I definitely I went to Doll Show, and I met some people, some wonderful people. Definitely had some very emotional stories shared. There was a couple people that had some concerns about me at the show because I was crying as I walked into the doll show um, through the doors, but it was just like um, just had so many emotional um, stories that would show you. Email me. I know. I thought we talked one time about someone, but anyway, one of the babies. Let me clarify because people be like, "Oh, y'all talking about people." Um, hold on. So yeah. Mariah's Diane Nursery, another person that'd be cool at the show. But anyway, so I have a couple of topics. And then I have a couple updates. I have a quick little story time for you guys. And I don't know where to start, to be honest. I'm gonna say this. Um, I want to first touch on really quick before I get into anything else. I want to clarify my last video that was uploaded where I was talking about where sculptors like taking away doing sold out editions and then they reopen them back up. I just want to touch on that first so that it's clear and have clarity of and this is the thing. A lot of people ask me like, are you going to do a review on the doll show this year? And then I was like, no. People have become so sensitive in the world, so definitely in this community. Soon as you say your opinion or anything, it's like, oh my God, it's like people act like they're about to die. And then it's a whole mob. And but I don't know how to be nobody but me. So sometimes the topic come up and want to talk about it, and it's just going to be what it is. Um, but then when you just talk in general, people go to assuming all these different things. So let me be clear. Lillian Breville made a post, a very public post, and she said she wanted to get people opinion. And I'm just going to sum it up in my words. So fact check my words if you want. It's not going to be verbatim, but she basically said in one post that she wanted to get the opinion of the people about possibly opening up a very popular sold out kit sculpt that she had sold out. And her editions usually of her blank kits are about 15. And so and I want to go a little bit deeper on that as well. So they're poured by Claire Teller, which just for the record, guys, just so y'all know if y'all may be new, Claire Teller is not responsible for Lillian Breville's editions. Okay. Someone made a comment of they were hoping that Claire would refuse to pour the edition. Um, Lillian is her client. So, and I'm not speaking on behalf of Claire because I haven't done business with Claire in a very long time. But I'm just saying that just from what I know and the integrity that I feel like she has, that's separate. That's not her only business and integrity lies within pouring for that client. She has no say or no nothing in what she does with her editions and how she sells her dolls as long as she's not scamming anybody. You know what I mean? And we couldn't really call this, it might be not as the most moral thing to do, but it's definitely not a scam. Um, a scam would be, well, I don't know. Maybe I have to look up the definition of scam. But someone was like, "Oh, I hope Claire would." Don't try to throw it on Claire. This is the part about the community that I hate is that people always trying to look for scapegoats, especially when it's non-black sculptors or artists. Don't throw it on the black artist this time, or sculptor, because it's not her thing. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing. I'm just keeping it real and 100 with y'all. Like, it's not her responsibility what Lillian do. Lillian decided that after hearing everybody opinion, there were of course some people saying, oh, they don't want to, the open edition, that it's going to cheapen the ones that's out. And there were people that said, it's your edition, do what you want to do. Basically, like, we support you. A lot of people said, you know what, I want it. I want to have it. I missed out, so I'm glad I can get it. So, of course, what she did was what she intended to do in the very first place. I don't know why people even ask our opinion, because they really don't care. They already have their mind made up. And she came back with a later post and basically said, hey, an edition ain't never killed nobody. Well, she can say kill, an edition never hurt nobody. So she said that the edition never hurt nobody, basically reopening an edition, and that's what she chose to do because she was going in retirement. So in other words, she's going in retirement. Unfortunately, sadly, she's not able to sculpt anymore due to her personal medical condition, and so therefore this is her go-to. So I wouldn't be surprised if more of her sold out editions won't reopen up, but this is where we're at, guys. So there was a lot of people going hard in the comment about how she should be able to do what she want to do and this and that, but I guarantee you that this is the same people that will go, and please guys, please, let's be careful here in these comment sections. I don't want no name calling in my comment section, and I want us to stay focused, and let's, be gentle as we can. But I don't want to turn this into the whole counterfeit thing, but what I'm about to say is going to involve that. It'd be the same people that'll talk about, oh, we stand for authentic and we don't want no counterfeits and all that and stuff, that'll support this type of behavior in the community. And honestly, as a collector, I just feel like it's kind of like a slap in the face to the people that pay more for the editions because they're a smaller number or because they're sold out, especially people that's more seasoned in the community. I think new style collectors most of the time just want what they want, and I think that is the mindset that we need to be in at this point. I feel like, and I said in my video, I'll say it again, I feel like we're at a stage in this community where we just need to buy whatever we want to buy, and we don't need to base it off of the edition size or if it's sold out. At this point, unlimited and sold out is kind of becoming one and the same. So if you're going to pay extra money, let it be based off of the fact that you love the sculpting and you love the way the doll look, or you love the painter, the way that the painter painted it, and let that be that. Because if you're basing it off of the fact that it's sold out and long limited, there's only very few sculptors out here that I feel like really truly honor that and does not break that, or do not like tweak a toe or a nose and then call it a new edition. Hey Lolita. So I think that's where we're at. I want people to be clear. I don't have no hostility towards Lillian Breville. I have supported her, throughout buying kits from her over the years myself. I respect her as a sculptor. I don't respect the decision that she made as to reopen a sold out kit. But I also want to say, let me reiterate this again, because I feel like this is important. I feel like the community loves to do this. Again, Lillian Breville is responsible for her editions only. Please don't pull Claire Taylor into it, because she has no say in what this woman do. She's just working for her as a pour. It's just like me going to have t-shirts made, and if I put on there that I like to kiss rocks, they're not going to say, I think that's really stupid. They're going to say, how many you want? 500? Okay. So that's where we're at with that. And I'm sure some people were just innocently thinking, like, wanting us to have an out, like, or having somebody to back us, but that's not going to be it. That's not going to be our go-to thing. So I just want to put that out there just in case a lot of other people are feeling like that, like, oh, well, Claire shouldn't be pouring. She don't have no integrity either. Nope, don't lump her into that. It's an individual thing. But so that's that. She's not the only sculptor that's done it. Like she said, I ain't never heard nobody being rushed to the ER behind it, honestly. But I have seen people wallet suffer for it. But hey, she gonna get paid, so that's all that matters to her. Um, and there's that. Um, all right. So that was my topic, my thought. Anybody have, any? Let me and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna share this link, but this is only if you want to comment on these topics. I don't mind hearing from other collectors. If you have something to say, and you let me know in the comment section, I will share the link for you to jump in and share your opinion on the matter or answer a question and hop off because I'm gonna be the center focus of tonight. Because girl, what it's gonna be all about me tonight. I'm being a little selfish tonight because I want to get through these topics and I don't want to get off track. So that's that. So again, I'm gonna move past this, but I'm just saying I don't support counterfeits, but I am even more so reluctant to be sending out with a picket sign because I don't feel like the energy is worth it. At this point, I just want the community to kind of like be able to, intertwine, be a community like we used to be, love on each other, laugh in videos and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, so that was that. And oh my gosh. So all right, another okay, so um I said I wasn't gonna go into deep doll review of the doll show. There's a couple things I do want to talk about though. Number one, I want to tell y'all this, and I just want to put this out here because y'all know me. I'm probably this is probably gonna be one of the other things that somebody can add to their hate list for me. But right. um this is um I was at the doll show, guys, and y'all know how I be feeling about them meows. Why did somebody walk in there with a whole cat? It was a little kitten, but baby, the way my eyes look like a crackhead, I was like, I know these people ain't got no cat in here. Like I know y'all ain't got no cat in here. So I guess I don't know, one of the vendors or whatever, one of their people or whatever was walking. It was a dude. He had a cat, like a kitten in his thing. And I'm thinking like, how many people are allergic to cats? It's crazy, right? And not only that, I have a real fear of cats. And the way that I wanted to shut down the whole show, if it would have been my show, I'm telling you right now, like what make we got to do better as a people. I think that is so inconsiderate. We can't bring strollers in, but y'all can bring cats and stuff. Now that's too much. Like, come on, people. Let's be real. I Silly Dolly told me it was so cute. LOL, my mama is scared of cats too. Baby, no what? Baby, what else are we finna have in there? We finna start bringing our iguanas, our lizards, and show and tell. Let's show our what we finna do. Cause is this a petting zoo? It's too much. Leave your animals at home. That was not now. There was somebody walking around with a support animal, like an actual service dog, not support, a service dog. And I one of the people said, "Well, I can't really say nothing because it could be a support animal." That little ass kitten can't support you. Don't, baby. I ain't going for that. That's a lie. Not you talking about you gonna bring your chickens. I know that thing was not. And then I'm gonna tell you something else. I know people love their kitties, and I'm trying to be respectful of y'all love for y'all kitties. But that's nasty. You touching the animals and then touching and then having the little cat hair all over people. It's nasty. Cause ain't no water in there in the little area. But anyway, okay, so we'll move past that. But that's all I had to say. Reborn twin mom said, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring my 2 English bulldogs and 8 chickens and a bearded dragon." I know that's right. I was like, And I think again, the community is so sensitive and everything becomes such an issue. The people that was hosting the show probably was scared for their life to even say anything. Hey, T Chambers, was probably scared for their life to actually even say, hey, we don't welcome animals. Here's another thing: cats, they love silicone to chew them up. That's another thing. I don't think they put the cat down by all means, but just imagine if it either dropped the little thing and it ran around and started biting people's ears off of the silicone or something. Like it's just too much. Like this is a lot of money. Like what? Or somebody had an allergic reaction. That would have been crazy. So um yeah, it just was a lot. Hey Denise. So it was a lot for me. It probably wasn't a lot because there's a lot of cat lovers. There's more cat lovers than not, believe it or not. And I'm sure they was all over there like, hey little kitty, oh you're so cute. Oh pookie tookie lookie pookie. While I'm over there like this, all the way across the room. Child, that cat wasn't thinking about me and my little ugly behind. Anyway, moving right along. I will say that it was a lot of vendors. The show was nice. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say because they don't pay me to talk about their show on period. So yeah, I'm gonna mind my business. I had a nice time. The hotel was amazing. Yeah, that. Um yeah, I know. So I bought from people that actually have cats. And stuff. That's what people don't understand. Like everybody like to get their draws in a bundle when I say certain stuff. But I have people that I bought that have cats, and some people that y'all would be surprised have cats, but I never got cat hair on my dolls from them. And it's just been, a pleasant experience. They keep them separate, stuff like that. So, um, yeah. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but I don't need them. And nah, don't start bringing them to the doll show because I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I don't know. They must be didn't think that all the way through. Um, the other thing is, oh, okay, this is another little hot topic that I'm just throwing it out there. Forever Reborn's World talking about kittens piss everywhere. Ew. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Another thing that I see that's trending is what is up with these artists without originality? Like, hold on, let me read this comment first. I like cats, but as a dog collector, I will not own them because I don't like the hair and the fact that you can't trust them. If one got one of my dogs, it would be kitty gone, lol. Yeah, because it's so expensive, like to replace these dolls, like for real. But yeah, artists with originality, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of going out the window, but maybe because everybody and their muma is painting now. So what I noticed with the reborns is now it's a lot of artists that are painting like black, brown reborns, and it's like it's just a couple specific people artist styles that they've taken, like Dummy Dashers. And I like her work sometime and sometime I don't, but I think she has a huge following. I think she does amazing with a lot of her babies. I've seen them in person, and I do like her work. But sometimes like any other artist, I don't like everything she does, but I know she has a style. And she's one of those people that when you see a baby, you be like, oh, that's a Dummy Dasher baby. And so I noticed that now all these people like the last few prototypes that came out, like every single one of them, you didn't know which one was the Dummy Dasher versus the other ones because everybody's doing the same dark forehead. Some of them doing a little flaky crust right here, and the other brown skin. And it's just like, they got the dark ears and the dark fingertips, and I'm just like, That girl, she can't live in peace. But at the end of the day, guess what? She can't paint for everybody. They can't paint for everybody. So hopefully everybody got their baby soul at the end of the day. But it's just something that I noticed. I don't know if everybody else been noticing that. It's like, is that, I don't know. It's just weird. And the gag is, I think they're charging they're charging double what she charges for her babies, and it's her style. Yes, girl, go ahead. Walk in faith. 1, 2, 3. Say, "Oh, can I bring a horse to the next show?" You go right ahead. Listen, I ain't the owners of it, but I think the horse might get you put out. But you never know. Yeah, hey, just make sure it's authentic. I think that maybe that's what it was. It was an authentic cat. Hey, Eden Reborn Nursery. Oh, we were just talking about how somebody brought a cat into the doll show this year, and I was about to pass out. And so now everybody talking about all the animals that they finna bring. Hey, Shelly Clay. So, it's just some things that I just noticed that goes on in the community, and I just be like, wonder if everybody else noticing. But it's not a big deal. I think we are I think the community has changed as a whole. Like we have new style collectors, um, we have different types of artists. Um, it's just a lot. A lot of things is changing, and we have to change. Um, we have to go with the flow. Um, and hello from the lady with the ink hair. I spoke to you at the doll show in Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, Florida Robinson. Yes. But yeah. So another thing is a lot of people ask me like why I don't vent at shows. And pink hair. I was like ink hair. But yeah. um, but yeah, a couple people ask me why I don't vend at shows. Well, here's the thing about vending at shows. A lot of people they save up their babies for like months and months to get to the doll show to not know if these dolls are going to sell or not, and that's a lot of work. And I am a single parent at this time, and I just feel like I can't afford to just hold my dolls for that long, and then to like a lot of the ladies went back with a lot of their dolls that they saved all this time, which they probably could have sold over the time. um and I just can't afford to do that. And then there's another thing about doll shows that is kind of, I was frowning on it at one point, but now I kind of get it. A lot of times you get there and the doll that you going to look to see is already pre-sold, and they'll have it sitting on the table and they'll be like, this one is sold, it's not available. And basically somebody is coming to the show to pick it up, but they've already got a pre-seller. So I used to be like, that's not fair. I think in a way it kind of still not if advertising and people are rushing to get there to try to get it. But then I kind of understand because I mean, some of the people need a guaranteed sale. So I don't know. Um, I've been sitting back for my own personal reasons, but yes, things are changing. I see a lot of shiny babies. Oh yeah, the because people are trying to figure out these mediums, these different mediums. And like I said, everybody in their muma is now becoming a painter. And then a lot of the painters are becoming teachers and they're teaching everything. So it's just more and more and more. And so it's actually like watering down the industry. And I where people, like I said, people be so hyper focused on one area of something going on. Like everybody was so hyper focused on counterfeits, but with all these people taking all these classes and teaching all these people and all these people becoming artists and all these doll shows that's coming up, and then everybody gotta wait. They're saving their money to get to the doll show only to not find what they want and then buy later. Is all those things do kind of impact the industry somewhat in a negative way, but also it's kind of a positive thing too, because some people want to learn how to paint for themselves and save themselves money. So that's a positive. Sometimes we need the doll shows. We need to be able to see these people, dolls in person. We need it for being able to be around like-minded people. I think doll shows are more needed on the emotional level than it is just on selling. I think because we have such a unique niche, that we get judged so harshly. It's just so satisfying to the soul to just actually be with people that understand how passionate and how loving this hobby can be and how important it is. So I feel like, as a collector, I think we need the shows more than not. So I could say all day like, oh man, I hate when the shows come, as a seller that doesn't vend at the shows, because it's like people slow down spending, but I gotta be at the show. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, everything has its good points, its positives and its negatives, its pros and its cons. And I think that, I want us as a community to try to focus more on the positives, but let's not act like the negatives doesn't exist. Because that's crazy. Oh my God, I ain't repeating that, silly Dolly. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got it. Let me see. Let me see. Um. So she said, "Yeah, I hate. Yeah, I agree. I hate when I save dolls and don't sell them until I've been at a show, and then I don't make one sale. Um. At least, she said shiny, not the itty word. And then Hotland said I'll stick to being a collector. And then Atlasia said I want to learn how to paint so bad. And yeah, so and then that's another thing too, like another thing that happens in the community a lot. Like there's a lot of artists that absolutely hate me, and a lot of people think it's for other reasons, but it's for the fact that they've inboxed me privately and asked me to share what I do and how I do it. And I told them the same thing that I tell everybody publicly: I don't teach and I don't share how I do what I do in its classes. And I always refer them to classes or free tutorials online. Like you can go to Susan Gibbs, you can go to, just look up painting silicone on YouTube and find people painting, on video and stuff. And then it's like people get mad. Like people want everything given to them. They don't want to invest. Um, they don't want to invest in, themselves. And it's like, baby, you got to invest. I've invested time. I've invested by messing up. You know what I mean? So if you want it bad enough, take a class or find enough videos to do it for free, and then take the risk. Just jump out there. Just do it. That's what I say. Um, yeah. So thank you so much. Yes, we lean on each other at them shows. I'm telling you, when we have a blast, like I'm it I have sat and talked and connected. Man, such a love said that part. I have sat at doll shows, and this year I don't know what it was this year, guys, but this year I felt so much hate, but I felt triple the love at the show. It was like when I walked in the room, I know it was some women that felt like they wanted to throw up in their mouth when they saw me walking. It was like, God damn it, I was banking on her not showing up again. But but here she go. I always gotta ruin the moment. But then I had my dolly sis that was just like, we was excited. And I love that. But um is like, you this year was just so, it was so emotional. Like I connected with so many people and so many stories was told. There was two ladies that was in the line when I was buying my oh, I should get my kits out for you guys. I got the Samantha Gregory, her new kit, Adelaide, and then I got the Christopher by Nikki Johnston. I bought both of their kits and got the signed bodies at the show. And I was in the line, it was two ladies there. um Right, that's true. Um, and that the two ladies, they were like, oh, like, you inspired me to paint. And I'm just like, I said, how? Because I don't share nothing, right? And so they was laughing. It was like, no, you just did or whatever. And that's how I got painted. So I was looking at the girl painting, the one was standing there for me, and I'm like, I can't remember her name, but I was looking at it, I was like, little mama, this painting is off the chain, baby. You doing your thing. She was just starting. I'm like, girl, I'm finna be coming to you. And then it was another one. I wish I would have remembered her name. She had a AA silicone, and it was a dark skin silicone. So I don't paint those that often because I always get a little nervous. And when I tell you her work was fire for that, she was like, "This is my first one." I was like, "Oh baby, I don't know." Now we was in that lighting, but I was like, "Let me find that." I told her, I said, "Baby, you finna be better than me on period." Baby, talking about what? Period. Period. And don't let me take no credit for that, baby. It is what it is. I just like to uplift people, but it is what it is, baby. You did that on yourself. I was like, I was so excited. So it was just emotional because it was like how I'm inspiring people, not me with my little bald headed self. But yeah, it was, and then it was some private moments shared, and oh my gosh, thank you so much. And when I tell you, the one lady, I cried so bad. I told her, I said, "Do not make me cry no more. I cannot do it. Y'all know I'm a punk. I'm just walking in there like, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like, I'm just like, it was just crazy. And then meeting other people and realizing that even outside of the dolls, like we had almost matching scenarios and been through the same thing, which is personal, outside. And it was just like amazing. So just, so those are the moments. So there you have it. I have no reason to complain. I think, I have to give credit where credit is due. They put on a show, and it was an amazing one. It was definitely amazing. The location was amazing. It was just amazing. And I've been trying. No, so I didn't buy those to paint myself. I am trying to paint vinyl again, but I got them in case I can't get one painted. That maybe possibly, I'll find somebody to paint one for me. But I wanted to have the kit, and if I can master the sealing and stuff of this new stuff, then one day if I have to, I'll try to paint my own. Um, but yeah, was it Mickey? No, it wasn't Mickey. Mickey also, but Mickey Reborn's her baby was actually nice too. I didn't know that she was painting her baby herself. When Reborn Twin Mom said when sublimation came out, everyone started doing it, but not everyone was good at it. I would buy from this one girl because she was good. Absolutely. And I always feel like that. I feel like this right here. At the end of the day, what is meant for you, and I know that sounds so cliche, it's gonna come to you. Um, I don't like to speak, religion with people, whatever, but I've never known somebody else blessing be given to somebody else and be like, oops, you missed out. So, there you have it. Um, you know what? Noni's Reborn Nursery said, hopefully I'll get to meet you at the West Coast Doll Show. I am so nervous about, um, flying right now, and that would be the only way that I could get to that one. But my man might go with me, but he won't fly, so he'll be probably telling me, "Let's drive, baby." I ain't got time to be on no road trip that long. Um, but I don't know. I really want to go to that show just to see what it's like, because I'm trying to hit all the shows. Um, but absolutely, absolutely, Mariah Diane's nursery. Um, Absolutely. So that was, that's one thing. Other thing, I'm changing up some things. I'm gonna talk about that. Some other updates. I got something personal to share with you guys, and then layaway. I'm going to talk about layaways. Um, so occasionally I do layaways on my babies. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. I've been doing them a little bit more than usual. The last baby that I sold, I did not do a layaway. And I sold them straight out because when you have so many layaways, you get a lot of chop payments and stuff like that. Um, and what I noticed about a lot of collectors, and I'm not hating on it, but a lot of collectors do like a million layaways at one time, and then one artist end up getting pushed back, or they end up not finishing their commitment with an artist because they got so many layaways, or they're not on time. Like, it's just because they stretching themselves so thin. So then it makes it hard on people to want to even do layaways. So just be mindful of that people are um some people, this is like their sole income. And so when it's like you going to work for 40 hours and your employer say, you know what, I'm not gonna pay you this week, but I got you in like 2 weeks. Like, we just need to build up our money a little bit more, and then we'll pay you for that later. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, it can get a little crazy, but I do still want to offer layaway from time to time because I know that these dolls are expensive, and sometimes it helps. And sometimes it gives me time, especially if I'm not done rooting the doll, it gives me time. But yeah, I've kind of like, I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to get the dolls fully completed, and then I'm gonna probably just start listing them on like eBay, or putting them up for sale. And occasionally I'll do layaway again here and there. I have only been to one US show, and I went with my bestie, Tammy's Tots Reborn. Oh, Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns. And who is her bestie? She was Silly Dolly talking. I hope you know this lady while you asking who her bestie is. Um, so the other thing is the what was I gonna tell y'all? Oh, I opened up two private order spots, and yeah, I opened up two private order spots, and that what I got. I'll be having all my stuff out. Y'all just getting all my business. I opened up two private order spots, and they both got filled, and which I'm humbly thankful for. They got one got filled right away, one got filled like after a few minutes, but so that's it for right now. I don't want to do too many at one time because I get overwhelmed when I have private orders. So I will be doing a Neely and a what was the other one? Oh, and an Ember. Um, and so I plan on doing it a little different. I know most artists be like, hey, I'll take a private spot, and then they like let you pick what kits or whatever. If it's a kit that I would like to paint again or something like that, I may do that. Like that, because I really love my purpose and I would love to paint again. Not only that, I also it allows me to still continue to support sculptors that I feel like have been very easy to work with, and I like their pours and stuff like that. So um, that's another factor in it all. But there's a few babies that I would love to paint, that I may not just be able to just go out there and grab the kit. And I might be later down the road. If I can't grab it, I might be like, hey, I'll take a private spot on the on the other. She said she love you, Lana. On the particular kit. But I do the private orders. Is basically like, the kit, you tell me a skin tone, rather not so specific, but you tell me like you want AA. Some people tell me, it can be light, but I don't want it to be this light, or it can be medium tone, but I don't want it to be too dark. So, which is kind of funny because I kind of got a little both of that in this mix, but or well, both kind of gave me pretty much free range. Like somebody else say, I just want, a certain specific color hair or whatever. I'm really excited though. I'm excited about both, but I am actually painting for someone that doesn't have one of my babies, but have seen my work in person numerous times. So I feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that she's seen my work in person. But I'm really kind of excited about it. So that's another thing. I do not do partials hardly ever. I struggle with partials, but I do plan on painting a few, but it's not my strong suit. So I'm not confident to do a private order on a partial just yet. But I'm gonna see when I paint this next one that I'm gonna be working on, and then um, I'll be able to see how that goes. But so I'll take you want a high yellow boy full body. So I basically want to make sure that I finish those orders um those babies before I try to open up something else. So one is going to be starting this month. The next one will be starting next month. And so yeah, we're going to see how it go. Um all right, let me see if I can pronounce the name. Tiaja Perkins. I messed that up, baby. Hey, TT. Tia on period. That's Tia Perkins. Okay, Tia said, "Hi, so nice to catch a live from you. Will you be painting any hands, feet, cuddle babies anytime soon? I have your Chandler, and I love her. Also, I'll be at the Yofi show too, and I would love to meet you." Yes, please remember that I can't see you guys, so I don't know what y'all look like. But if you come up to me, you can ask anybody. I definitely love to see people and meet people. So yes, I am going to. I think I'm gonna try to do another hands and feet cuddle. Um, I because I know people like the cuddles with the hands and feet. But I don't do as many cuddles, but I said I was going to try to do some here and there. And then people don't want ball cuddles. So it's, the rooting situation again. But yeah, definitely I'll try to get another one in by the end of the year for sure. And then somebody asked, am I going to sell Jezzy? Yes, I'm going to eventually sell Jezzy. Because I got some other babies and thank you so much, Main Such Love, Charmaine. So I got I got a baby that's a secret, guys. I have not shared with you guys the blank or anything. I have to paint this baby, but I will tell y'all a confession. I will do oh, we gonna do a meet and greet at your table? Okay, great. That sounds good. I'm gonna be the just disrupting your service. But yeah, I am hey TC. Let me tell you something. This lady is so amazing. Every year that's another one. Like everybody just be so amazing. But I got my little gift. She gave me a gift. It was another lady there too. She gave me a gift, a whole bunch of like pre-loved baby clothes. Oh my gosh. And she gave me some Genesis heat set mat, that the original. Babe, I was coming up in them lobbies. But anyway, wait. What was I saying? The doll. Jazzy. Yeah, I just got a root Jazzy. Because I got a baby, a secret baby. It's not a secret. I just want to share it once I'm done. But I was gonna tell y'all my confession. Something I tell y'all not to do when y'all get blank dolls. I ask y'all to please not play with those dolls before y'all send it to the artist. I know a lot of people tell y'all that it's okay, but honestly, it really isn't. In my opinion, I don't want my customers playing with something I got to paint. Just send it to me, look at it, get the size, measurements in your eye, so you can, eyeball it and start shopping if you want to. But most of the time, if I do a private order, that's why I prefer to buy the kit so it comes to me. But some of y'all just don't know that a lot of things that I do may sound so strict and stuff, but it really works in your best interest if you really think about it. Because let me just break this down to you guys. But I'm I'm gonna say this, but it's not for y'all to take it and use it against an artist, because some of y'all just trifling and ratchet, right? So, but listen, when you want to be so, I heard these people talking at the doll show about oh yeah, sometimes it's just better for you to just buy the kit and send it to the artist, and then you will pay less because then they just charge you a fee. That might work with some other people, but for me, you're gonna pay the same price as if I would have ordered the kit. And let me tell you why. Because I'm not gonna make less on a custom that I gotta now tend to another person versus just painting on my free time and not having no type of boundaries or nothing or whatever. It's more work to do a custom. Anytime you do anything that's custom, is usually higher. Or any type, even if it's a private order, it's not completely custom, is usually higher. When you send a kit to someone, guess what, baby? You have absolutely no record of the fact that you sent this blank kit to somebody, and then therefore, if that person turn around and y'all have a disagreement or something don't work out, you could be out of that kit, and they don't have to. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you send them the money for the kit, then you can dispute that or argue with that on PayPal. But you can't do that if you just send the kit. But y'all be so busy trying to be slicker than the slicker, and y'all want to send these little raggedy little crying babies to us, and don't thinking you finna save you a couple coins, and you finna get got by some of these people, because everybody ain't on the up and up. Okay, now I'm talking street. Everybody ain't reputable or solid. So it's very, also, I'm just speaking for myself. Sometimes I know that I get people gonna send me their best work a lot of times because they know I got a loud mouth and I got a platform. So where you might get a little raggedy kid with a whole bunch of bumps and dings and whatever on them, missing a finger or two, they not finna send that over here. On period. They not finna send that over here. And I'm not bragging, I'm humbly speaking, but they're not finna send that over here because they're gonna be like, they know I know that ratchet heifer finna say something, which I've never blasted an artist or sculptor on my page ever, except one time that I was being scammed, and she's a known scammer and she's still a known scammer to this day, and that's it. But otherwise, but I yeah. So yeah, it just and Costello, Jennifer Costello, you can message her on, she's Jen Oaks on Instagram, and on Facebook she's Jennifer Costello Del Costello. But if you type it in, it should pop up, and message her on there, and you can order one of um her kits. Um Plus, like, I be wanting to tell these people like what I want or not. So um so that's where I'm at with it. Um Mostly, like I said, I'm mostly just trying to open up a few things. So every now and then I may actually do a private order here and there. It's definitely not gonna be an all the time thing. I'm not probably won't do no more than 2 or 3 a year. Um and of course, you know how that goes sometimes. You get one bad situation and you like, can't do no more. But that's where I'm at. I prefer to do my private orders with people that's already had babies from me, but I understand that new people need to have a chance. That's another thing that I wanted to speak on, is that a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's hard to get one of your babies." The same people keep getting your babies, and like I said, this time it wasn't the same person that got, one of my spots or whatever. But um, that's why I don't do like first right of refusal. And right now I'm not doing that. Trying to allow some people to, get an opportunity to get one of my babies so that they don't feel like, oh, I just sell to the same people, because that get old. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you need to branch out. So people can, people don't give up on wanting one of your babies. So I prefer to order the kit to the artist, um or send the money for them to order it. Yeah. So even when you order the kit and then you have it shipped to them, that's fine, but it doesn't help you if that artist don't do what you need them to do, because now you're out of the kit, the money that you paid for the kit, because you have no proof. Um, you can't prove that they got that kit. You know what I mean? Um, but if they order it, then and you paid the money for the kit to them, then yeah, they got to produce some type of goods for that. Okay, and then Wendy Locke said, I've been fortunate in acquiring my reborns, but I've heard horror stories. And then Daniel O'Keefe, hello, she's just speaking, and awesome. That's awesome, Jasmine. Congrats. I bought way too many at the show. Yeah, somebody walked out with 11, 12 babies. No, just kidding. I don't know how many it was, but yeah. But I'm just joking. And then not a private free range artistry. Um, and then um and then Cuddlehead giveaway. So when I do the next time I do a Cuddlehead giveaway, I will have different rules for that. Definitely it will be um but I keep it open. I'll probably keep it open still for my new and my old, because to be honest, I feel like customers that have spent money for me is just entitled to win as someone that's brand new, if not even more. Because I mean, they've been spending money, so why not? I actually, if I ever get myself in a good spot again, I would love to do a giveaway that's one for new, all people, and one for specific my customers. But yeah, um, I don't have any toddlers in the works because I don't paint um vinyl like that anymore. And then I do have a big silicone that's gonna be that I am gonna be painting, which is my Zozo, which is the boy, but um those babies are spoken for. So one is mine and one is my customer, and the customer has already paid that money for um that baby. So it's just a matter of me choosing and that type stuff. The our personal arrangement. I tried another artist. It was a nightmare. 3 months for rooting, only a hot mess, and had to dispute it with PayPal. Thank God I was able to receive a full refund. Oh, tragic. I will say this though. I'll be honest. When I first started rooting, it used to take me three. Denise, didn't it used to take me about 6 months to root a baby? Oh, in Hotland Holding, probably a lot of these ladies probably can tell you when I first started rooting, oh my gosh, it took me forever. And some babies now it takes me a while because like the silicone may take different to the needle and the hair, and depending on, every now and then I might use a very like super fine hair that just gives me pure hell trying to do. And so yeah, um you know, it's I'm not defending. I don't know your situation honestly, but I'm not defending the artist. But I can tell you right now, rooting is very time consuming, and every baby varies. Also, the amount of stress. When I get a customer that's like, "Oh, can you do this?" and "Well, what about this?" and "I like the way you did that," and this and the other. All those things be running through my head the whole time. So I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess up. Oh my gosh, I need to do this. No, let me pull this out." Let me tell you something. I've been working on a baby head, and this have nothing to do with the person themselves, right? It's just all me. The hair that I had in the front originally, I wanted to go with a different hair, so I pulled that out, which was about 2 hours worth of rooting. I started rooting with the hair, and I didn't like the the hair. The hair wasn't laying like I wanted it to lay. So 4 hours worth of rooting I took out and to redo. So some people just don't have a clue on how much time it takes, especially if you're trying to get it right. But she was like, right. And I figured it was something to that nature. And then I was just gonna say, now you wait 20 years and 20 months, and then you got dog hair in my dog head, and it looked like the anuses done ate through it. We got a problem. You know what I mean? So it definitely can be justified, but I'm just saying sometimes, people be antsy. Like, I'll never forget, like, one lady had did a video and she was like, this lady have not sent me my baby, and or not having finished my baby, and she was like, and it's just really starting to piss me off, and da 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 da. And so somebody had asked, like, okay, so how long it's been since you paid it off? And she was like, well, I haven't made the last payment yet. She had gave me an extension, and wait a minute, hold on, sis. So you've been asking for extensions for your payments, right? But you see him making a whole video talking about this lady ain't finished your dog. Maybe she finishing up her paying customer. She done gave you two extensions, and you still ain't made the final payment. Talking about, well, I want her to finish my baby first before I send her the last payment. The audacity. You want this lady to hurry up and rush your stuff where you, girl, go sit down somewhere. I be just like, what the what? Yes, that hair was driving me insane. But yeah, it's like, oh, baby. But then I get it. You got people out here that's, whole prototype artists that just taking 2 years with people babies and all that stuff. Again, another whole thing with the sculptors not being aware of what's going on in the community. And I love my sculptors. Don't get me wrong. I'm foaming out the mouth, y'all. Y'all done got me overexcited. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Um, But another thing, how do you keep giving this person a prototype, and every time you turn around, they in the Dolly news for not giving these people their babies for 2-3 years, or not getting it to them at all, cussing people out left and right, talking about their mammies and their gray haired grandmammies, and y'all still giving them prototypes? Cause that is like, what? It's like the when the sculptor gave somebody that support counterfeits a prototype. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they don't be thinking. So now the first thing people think as a collector, if I came in and I was a new collector and I saw this person doing prototypes, I would be like, oh, okay, this is a prototype artist, so she got to be reputable because the sculptors are constantly using her, so she's got to be, a business professional. It's sending the wrong message. But these people just be wanting attention to their dolls and their sculpts, and they getting their kits sold. They don't care nothing about us as collectors. They absolutely do not. Yeah. So yeah, I get it. No, and by all means, definitely designers original. That's definitely not directed towards you, because like I said, I do know that there are times where people really do the most. Like, they every 6 months somebody done died. I mean, how many goddamn uncles you got? Or grandmamas, like, uh, what are you talking about? Like, so it just be too much. But and that's why I think sometimes, like, if I be going through personal stuff, or I've gotten sick a couple times while I had like babies in my possession, and I've like really gotten sick, like really sick, or I've had death in my family or something like that. I lost my grandmother, for peace sake. And I still worked through it. I was a little bit slower, but I didn't want to write my customer and be like, oh, I got this, such and such and such. I just still try to do my commitments. The only way I will slow down and scale back if I feel like I'm not going to be able to give my best in that time, then I'm going to take a break, because I'm not going to just mess up somebody's dog just because, not on purpose. But yeah, oh, yes, communication. Yes, that's the other thing. Like, they don't communicate. Yeah, so no. When the sculptor had sent one of her kits, I don't know if it was for a review or a prototype, to someone that you know, promotes or not against what do you call it? The counterfeits. And then it's like, make it make sense. Then you sitting up here talking about you creating a system. What system? Girl, sit down somewhere. Baby, that's why I did y'all a joke. Y'all deserve to get knocked off. And y'all be doing stuff like that. And then you got people out here sending this one girl prototypes because she get your prototype done, but then the people don't never get their doll for 2 years. It's crazy. I be wondering why y'all got all this talent and got these people, um, and y'all got all these people wanting to pay y'all, and y'all just won't give them their stuff. Like that's the craziest thing in my mind. It is always the talented people like Tina Cooey. Um, so much talent, amazing. And I understand people have personal things, but to come back into the community and create a whole, this lady came and created a whole new person, to work up under somebody else and talking about all this, created a whole story, death and all this stuff. And just send people their stuff. You good, you great, you're amazing. We willing to pay you. We just want our stuff when we pay you. It just be crazy to me. Like, what is the problem? Um, this is a big problem. I'm very patient, but for me, it's all about communication. That's the biggest issue. No communication at all with my money. And yes, this is the thing. I remember I had a lady tell me talking about, she had messed up 3 or 4 of my dolls. I can't remember, was it 3 or 4? But she had messed up all my dolls, had issues with her painting or something or whatnot. And she gonna say to me, talking about, this is hurtful to me too, Serenity. I'm at a loss too. No, you're not. I'm out of my money and my doll. What is you saying? Don't piss me off. Like, and this was years ago, but she was like, Serenity, it's not like you're the only one losing, Kara. I'm at a loss too. I gotta go back and do the work. You messed it up. Oh my gosh, shut up. Like, you can't be serious right now. And I know that. Even I know that. Like, I'm at an advantage. If I got your money and your doll, I'm at an advantage. I hate when artists act like they the victim. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all collectors need y'all slap. Like, y'all be doing too much too. Like, for real, for real. Like, y'all just be on something. Oh, can you do a flip and a cartwheel and a split? Lick out your tongue while you do it. And take a picture with my baby on the top of your head. And then when you don't do it, like, yeah, she wasn't willing to do nothing. She just got an attitude. She don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like it. I don't. Oh my golly wally. It's like some of y'all be doing too much. But these people, these artists, sometimes, oh my gosh, it just be like, who y'all think y'all is? Like, we literally paying y'all. It ain't that deep. Like, for real. Like, let me find somebody else. Like, I'm telling, like, lady told me, oh, I'm not gonna sell any of my dolls to you. And what? Do you know how many other sculptors that'll take my money? Girl, what is you saying? I wasn't even trying to give you my money. Your booth is empty. Everybody's walking past here. You're the one desperate for customers. What are you talking about? Like, be for real. Like, they be doing too much. But anyway, yeah, it just be too much. But such is life, and that's why I am me, and me is me, and that's why they hate she. But I just be telling people, like, honestly, I probably shouldn't say so much sometimes, but I do. And that's who I am. And I don't justify that because I know I'm not coming from a malicious place. When I talk about and discuss things, I usually am laughing, having fun, and I'm over it like the next day. Like, but you can't silence me. Like, it's not gonna end well. I don't know how to be silent, you know. But anyway, so let me tell y'all a story. Personal story real quick. We need a break from all this. I was selling a doll, COA in the picture, and the girl asked me to put my shoe in the picture. Girl, bye. Babe, I'm finna put something in this picture. I'm finna put it's finna be a birdie finger. But anyway, yeah, they be doing a lot. And then this is the thing. They be like, oh my gosh, in order to post in my group, you must do a safety pic. Baby, y'all don't know about AI and all this stuff. You know how many safety pics can be fake? That's not gonna help you. You better be following these people and seeing if it's real collectors commenting on their stuff or this just one of them scam pages. Cause you finna get a Walmart doll. And then also do your research. Baby, if it's $1.99, please don't think it's a whole full body silicone with rooted hair. Because it's not gonna happen. It's not a real thing. Anyway, moving right along. So, the way my house is set up, not that y'all need to know, is I'm paranoid, pretty much, so it's pretty secured. But my kids have access. I'm actually probably after this video, I'm gonna probably revoke their access. But anyway, um, my daughter calls me from inside my house while I was not there. And yeah, they probably had a foot fetish. But anyway, so my daughter, she calls me from inside the house. So, by the time I get there, I think I got like two daughters. No, one had already left. So I end up having two daughters at the house. So anyway, long story short, she brings these scratch off tickets. Where is the scratch off ticket? She brings these scratch off tickets, and so she asked for scratch off stuff. So it's the daughter that's the artist in the family, and so I'm like, here she goes. She always got some crazy stuff to do, right? For us to do. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, am I gonna win something? Then my oldest daughter was like, Tam, is these fake? And so now I'm getting mad because if I'm doing all this scratching off, they done ask me for quarters. I done gave everybody a quarter. And if I get to this thing and it's not, I don't win nothing, I'm finna be mad. And it's a fake ticket to begin with. So I get through and I'm like, I didn't win nothing. I get at the bottom and I get in and it was like, yo, you got number 33. So I look at number 33. So I look at 33 and 33 just says, we're having a baby. And I'm like, okay, I didn't win anything. She was like, Mom, it says we're having a baby. I'm like, I ain't having no baby. Like, what is this a joke? Like, and then it took me a minute to think. And then, because I didn't get in it because she said, oh my gosh, Mom, you're so slow. And so she stands up and this girl got a whole belly. So my daughter basically revealed to me that she's pregnant and she's about 6 months. So I have a grandbaby that's due in September. And now, guess what? Here I am having another grandbaby that's due in October. So I'm having one due. So she is having a baby girl. So I'm really excited. Um and yeah, already knew the gender. I said, well, and then it's crazy because I just told her stomach was rounded and all that and stuff, and she was just she just lied to me. And then so she's 28. Thank you. She's 28. She'll be 29 this year. So she was like, well, Mom, I just figured, if I was gonna have a baby, I need to have one before 30. And so I'm like, okay, my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, so I ordered like next day like some diapers and stuff, but I'm thinking like, we gotta have a baby shower. So she's like, well, I don't have friends. My kids said that I made them antisocial because I didn't used to let them like have friends over or go to friends' houses and stuff like that. But she was like, I don't have friends and we don't have a huge family and all this. And I'm just like, you do need people to show up at a baby shower. So I was wanting to do I was telling my other kids, I was like, well, why don't we just surprise her and just like I'll get a cake and stuff and we'll buy all that stuff and bring it to the house. And then like, just surprise her with it. And then my daughter's like, it's just a waste of time. Why don't we just give her the gifts and we need to just go to the house and just take the stuff. I'm just like, so here I am finna be a nana of this was gonna be baby. Okay, so I got Bryson. So this will be baby number 5, grandbaby number 5 for a living. The Most High see it all the way through, as I know He will. But yes, so one of them is actually gonna have the name Serenity. But which my son baby, but you know how it is with the sons. That's his wife's mom's first baby and all that stuff. So they probably gonna just like take over that baby. So That's what it's looking like right now. But the artist daughter, like she's always here helping me with the, ideas with the babies. She's actually right now was working on a little intro thing for me. And so it's just gonna be exciting. So what was funny is, remember, I don't know if y'all remember a while back, I was saying how I was donating. So when we buy all these clothes for these babies, sometimes I don't really feel guilty, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I got all these clothes. When I purge, I usually donate to Real Baby. So we was going through stuff and she was separating stuff for girls and she was like, oh, this is so cute. I'm gonna keep this to the side. So I'm thinking she's like picking stuff out for her brother's baby. Whole time she cracking up laughing, telling me, yeah, that's why I was getting all those girl clothes. So she in here shopping in the dog clothes and she was getting like, you know, the stuff for her baby. So it was so funny. But I'm just so it's crazy because I told my mom even after she left, I called my mom because you gossip about your children to your mom. And so I called their grandma and I'm like, Mom, I was like, Tam show look like she pregnant to me, but she claimed she not pregnant. And I'm like, she was glowing and her stomach is very round. And my mom's like, yeah, but that child so quiet. She don't want nobody in her life, her business. So you won't know until she about 9 months. And here she is, 6 months. So anyway, exciting news, exciting news. It's always exciting because the last grandbaby that I had, which was Bryson, I was able to create some amazing babies after him because that's what I use most of the time. I'll show y'all. Um, I have a file even that I took when I took that sculpting class. Um, and I have so many pictures of him like as a baby. So I had printed out like all these pictures of like his hair, his face, his so like yeah. Wasn't he adorable? So I have like all these pictures for painting references and all that stuff. And if one day I decide that, well, my daughter actually can sculpt. I have the stuff we supposed to have been doing. So she said when she gonna leave, she might actually sculpt. I said, well, sculpt your baby face, please. Thank you. Um, because she can actually sculpt. But so I get excited when I get a new baby because I get close and personal pictures and I get it. Sometimes like we be yes, TC she was shopping. So sometimes it's yeah, designer's original, a junior rat. But sometimes it's like it gives you like refresh your memory because after so long you forget what the markings and the different things that newborns and their actual size and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Gosh, I wish I could like get those hands and feet life casted too. But all right, so we talked about that. Um, a lot of artists are saying that the market has slowed down, is slowing down, and that they are. So this is just a little piece that I wanted to touch on a little bit about for artists that's out here that feel like the market is slowing down and we just are trying to stay afloat. I am also, feeling it a little bit like it slowed down a little bit. But I think that, you just have to readjust your business plan and find what works for you and your audience. Everybody have their own different clientele base. I kind of know like a little bit of what my people expect from me for the most part. The newcomers tend to kind of fall somewhere in between what most of the people that follow me or follow my work want. And sometimes we have to adjust things. Like, like I said, sometimes like for me, I'm doing a little bit of cuddle babies here and there because I know everybody can't afford full bodies right now in this economy. So I'm going to be switching things up sometime. But also, I know that a lot of people have wanted private babies to be able to get an order from me. They want like a boy or a girl or a specific sculpt. I will have at some point, I will have at least like one private order where it'll be like an open slot for sculpts, but I'll have a list of who I will paint sculpts. Though, because I can't give you my best if I don't have a canvas to work from that I'm familiar with or that I enjoy. So, but yeah, so I'm I'm really excited. So a lot of new things to come. I'm gonna do probably one last giveaway at the end towards the end of the year. Not sure exactly what it will be, but it'll be something painted. Um, and I don't know if it's gonna be a painted reborn or a painted silicone. Probably silicone if I don't figure out this reborn situation. But some other stuff that's brewing in the background. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but despite I always tell y'all, despite the way life goes for us, you always got to find a bright spot. So, support your artists that you truly love and you want to see them continue. I'm not saying just give them your money just because, honey, because if they ain't got something you like or you want, yeah, no. It is definitely it can be definitely hard sometimes to do things. Now, I will tell y'all this. Let me say this though. I will paint a cuddle baby here and there and just put them up ball. I had to do something with my hair, y'all. That's why I keep like it's just so annoying. Um, but I will paint cuddle babies all day long, just well the heads. I will paint them all day long. Like I will paint 1,000 of them if I could. But people want them rooted. And so what happens is the rooting takes me, time and it takes me away from what is more profitable to me. Cuddles are not that profitable to me, but they're fun to do. So, yeah. So, what did you say? Hotland Holden said that cuddle head is so darn cute in person. By the way, I don't know if I told you that. Thank you. And haven't gotten to the point of sending him out for hair and body. Oh yeah, because Hotland won the last one, and just to be fair, guys, I'm still right now far as I'm concerned, I think I will do even the next giveaway still will be where it'll be a pick a number. The only way that I do like disqualify somebody if it's like look like it's a random person that never interacts on my channel or something like that or never, I'm not gonna say never interact because some people actually watch faithfully but they don't come. But I don't know. I don't it just depends if I'm doing it for the Lolas, the true Lolas, or just everybody in general. But I want to do more giveaways, and that's what I think I may start doing. The cuddle heads aren't that cheap, but occasionally I can get one for a decent price for like places like Silicone Studio usually will have some at a reasonable price and stuff like that. So yeah. The little elf nori. I had offered up a spot for the elf nori cuddle head, but nobody jumped on that. So I went to the next thing and of course then that went. But yeah, because I fell in love with my elf nori. I think he just blends so well with my nori and I'm just like but yeah. So I may open up another spot for a cuddle, but not. I don't know if I'll do another full body this year. It just depends on how I go because I got prototype Dahlia is coming up, guys. Oh my gosh, that baby! I'm so in love with that baby. I ordered some more eyes just to play around with some eyes, but oh my gosh, that baby is so amazing. And I'm almost done with the painting, guys. Like I'm literally, right before the live, I had did some more painting. I'm actually about to start prepping, probably tonight for matting. So I will be showing that baby. So everybody that's waiting, holding out for me to show mine so they can show theirs, next week gonna be the time. So y'all can go ahead and start pulling y'all's out. Cause cause she coming, baby. Period. She coming. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm actually going to have one of those in my personal collection. But y'all never let me tell y'all my confession about this new baby that I got. So this new baby that I got, um, I tell y'all not to dress the babies, but I actually have dressed this baby like 2 or 3 times. And I literally hold, it's a girl. I hold her almost every day. I literally sometimes sit in the rocker and hold the baby because I'm like, just like getting the feel of it. And it's like, it is crazy because um at one point I was like, ooh. And I will say that this baby has potential to be like my top dream baby. Like, in purpose is like a dream baby, but this baby, like, it might just be like over the top if I get the painting right. It always depends on the painting. Sometimes I don't get the painting the way that I want it, and it just be like, but yeah, this baby, if I get the painting right, it's gonna be not only a forever baby, but absolutely a dream baby. Like, so I'm really excited about this baby. So I will share before and after pictures. I already took plenty before pictures. I will share before and after pictures afterwards. I'm gonna have a series coming out on this baby. I think the name is going to be Promise, but it might be something else. But I'm gonna create a series and it's coming soon. So that's the one I was saying. Maybe we should have a virtual baby shower because I am absolutely in love. And I don't think we did a role play series, a really good one. I started one and I stopped it, but I don't think we had a good role play series since Puck. But I don't know. I was in my real goofy stage and I just really enjoyed that time in my life. But the girl is over here glowing and growing, and I'm just might be excited enough to do another one. Um, and him so cute. I still gotta pull out the cookies and milk outfit for Solid so he can twin with. Yes. Um. Yeah. So yeah, and because you remember, yeah. So I think we definitely, yeah, virtual baby shower. So like we can plan it. Like, okay, so we gonna meet here again next week at 7:30 again. I'm about to get off the live because I need to call my man. But we gonna get back and we can do the virtual planning. So like we'll do pretend, we're gonna talk about who gonna bring what. So y'all be thinking of the ideas. We're gonna think of the theme. We're gonna plan this baby shower out, and then I'm gonna create the baby shower. And that's why I'm thinking, like, why not I do it and then I could actually do the baby shower, but it really, like, the stuff that I buy can really be for my grandbaby. but but I can like use it for role play as well, like the event. So I'm thinking about doing it like that. But I think we can have it live. And I don't know if you guys been around for a long time, but if you go back and remember, I did a baby shower and I had the baby shower games and I played it with my real kids, and it was so fun and so funny. So I think we may actually do that. So it will be like a real baby shower. Like, y'all really got to show up. But we're gonna plan it. So let's plan it together. I will get all the decor. I will set it up in my house. I will set up the cameras. We will do it live. We will open gifts together. I think that's what we should do. What y'all think? I think we should do it. I really think we should do it. So if I can get a couple aunties to be in and say, hey, let's do this, which I look like I got a couple to say, hey, let's get it. You don't really have to send me a gift for real. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. So, but if you guys shall decide to send a gift and you really want it to be for the real baby, make sure you put real baby on there because my baby will get it. Let me tell you something. They be coming in here talking about, oh, I want this for my baby. No, it's not. No, it's not, baby. These is my baby's shoes over here. And so, but yeah. Okay. So let's do that. So 7:30, we'll plan. Next week we'll meet the plan for our shower. So we're gonna do Sundays because my Saturdays is kind of busy now, right now. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yes. And then like so that's what we'll do. So let me write that down. I know for a fact that I got some of my sis that's gonna remind me. So y'all please remind me. I know Heartland will probably remind me. Maybe even Lita. A couple of y'all, TC, y'all, well, whoever. Like if y'all don't see a little link pop up, like by Friday, be like, hey, we got to get this baby shower planned. So, um, okay, so that's what we gonna do, and then we're gonna set a date for the actual shower. And then yeah, she told me I know exactly where I'm ordering from. Yeah, so we were playing like where you gonna order from, who gonna be in charge of the devil eggs or the angel eggs. And some people be like, oh, we don't call it. Listen, what we gonna have, baby? We finna have potato salad. Like, oh, look, see, I don't want to go. I don't want to get too into it yet, but yeah, and yes, and then I'm gonna get me a cake and everything. It's gonna be fun. But this baby, I haven't even put the baby on the table yet because I have all these other babies that's got to go on the table. But I am gonna get on the table, so we're gonna have a whole time to be really letting this baby brew because yeah. And then I'm gonna give y'all the storyline, and I might even let y'all meet the daddy, the real daddy. I'm having a girl. I'm having a girl. So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. With all the virtual aunties, like, oh my gosh, cause we haven't done like fun stuff in a while. Like we talk all this serious stuff, bump all that. Listen, baby, period. We finna be what? We finna be showing out. Oh wait, one other thing before I go. I know some people I had told y'all that I would show y'all the armature that I use. I can't show you the one, the plastic one, and I still it's a craft store. I have to find the name of the craft store. I've been looking through my emails and trying to find a link for myself actually, where I get them because they are much cheaper than a lot of these other places, like $12 or something like that, $13 for the full body like skeleton plastic one. Armatures is like a doll craft store that's not linked to like McPherson's or none of them. But let me show y'all what I use in my cuddles that works. So let me really quick. Yeah, sure. Like, for definitely for the we can rotate out people if they want the people to join. We'll put the link in for the actual planning and also for the baby shower. Yeah, because I can rotate. I think like maybe three up to three people at a time or something like that. So yeah, if people want to sign on, I'm all for it. We're gonna be live. So hold on, guys. Let me get the armature thing. Why I do that? And don't y'all laugh, but this is the most simplest, ghetto fabulous armature thing. And y'all might laugh, but this what I use and it worked. Flexi rod. The flexi rods that you put in your hair. I use these in the cuddle body and it holds and it makes their arms bend to the way that we need them. So hold on, I'll get a body really quick. I got a tiny succulent body, which is probably gonna be my go-to body every single time now. By the way, and this one is too long. Let me get a shorter one. My daughter held this tiny succulent body that I weighted. I weighted this one myself, but she held this body. It's going on Sky, but I had did some touch ups on her head, so I had took her head off, and I'm gonna put the armatures in here, um, in her arms. But if I can get one to fit, that's not too short. But I'm gonna show it how it looks. I'm about to do it with y'all right now, but she held this baby like she held a few of my full bodies, and she was like, they just so heavy and this and other. And then when she felt this one, she was like, now this is the way that her nephew felt when she held him. So she really liked the way this body felt. She didn't know that I weighted it or not, so she wasn't being biased either. So all right, I'm gonna sit this right here, and then I'm gonna go and grab, see if I can find a smaller one, size one for the arms, the shorter one. Okay. Now make sure I ain't got no hair on them because y'all be suing me for hair. All right. So this one look like it's a little bit shorter, even though it's not as thick as that one. You can use a longer one. I actually could have used this one because it'll go um from here, and it'll go up in the arms, and it don't matter if it's a little too long, guys. But if you just, so usually I'll do it without anything in it, but since I got stuff in it, oh, I forgot. I did this one with, it has a sack in there. I don't know how good this will hold if I kind of feel like I need to go with the thicker one just to be on the safe side. But I got cotton in the bottom, so I may have to unstuff it all the way and then start all over. So I may not be able to do all this with y'all because it's going to probably take a little bit of time to work it in. But let me just give y'all an idea how the whole reweighting it, I'm going to have to do off camera, but I just want to give y'all an idea of me putting it in. So it's in there. I think maybe Reggie Ann or somebody. I don't know. But but I don't know. I ordered some though, but I think Reggie mentioned something about it, or somebody, either Reggie or Jennifer, from Silicone Studio. But yeah, see how it holds. So so I think I will go all the way across the shoulder because it allows it to like hold. So I'm gonna weight it, and I'm gonna put those put those back in there. So I'm gonna use the longer one because I feel like going right across the shoulder, it gives it more stability and stuff. So then I'll go in and I'll just weight it back around that, and then boom. And these, what you get these off of Amazon for like $5 or $10 for about 50 of them. I don't know. But we also use them to do this. Cause girl, what? Let me find out. Right. The hair stone's about to be sold out for real. Cause we finna. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Um, I keep some stuff to myself, but I thought this would be cool to share with you guys. So hey, that's that. Yep. Yeah, because I think Reggie Ann been using them for a while, and yeah. So yep. So that's what I'm doing. Wasn't my I didn't like come up with it. Um, the idea by myself. I got it from somebody. I just can't remember who I got it from. But hey, it's not like it's something that was patent. So we can go on Amazon and get it. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. I'm going to sign off now. Don't forget to sign back in next week. We'll be planning a baby shower. I'll have other like fun videos coming up. I want us to remember that we want to be a community, and the only way we're going to stay strong and this industry going to keep flowing is that we do it with love. Everything ain't gonna be peaches and cream. We're just like family. We're gonna cuss each other out, fall out, and make up and be okay. Okay, on period, unless it's something you just can't come back from. So be mindful of the things that you say out your mouth. Because you will get obviously. But yeah. All right. Y'all enjoy. Good night. Go. Oh, this baby ain't got no head, but I guess we can still sing it. Go to sleep. Go to sleepy little baby. When you wake, you a patty patty cake. Rise and shiny little pony. Black sheep, white sheep, where is the lamp? Way down yonder in the valley. The buzzards and the butterflies peeking out his eyes. The poor little thing cries. Mammy. Good night, y'all. And this is a tiny succulent body. Anybody was curious. Good night, everybody.